All right, so here you are taking a look at the West team. We just got some results in from the Rainbow Six area. It looks like the West is now leading 2-1 as the Rainbow Six East crew is able to pull up a big win over the West Coast in that first round. The Rainbow starters dominating that one. So now we are about to get it started. This is game 2 of Halo here on our main stage. We are checking out Karma. Yeah, he looks like a teddy bear with those headphones over the hoodie. He's sitting next to his buddy. He's got Soviet there, Roy as well from Instinct, and Fear itself representing the other half of Triggers Down. So Karma, Fear itself, Triggers Down, and then the other half of Instinct. Meanwhile, on the other side, in the East, wearing the blue, we got Gandhi, one of the biggest trash talkers on the circuit. We'll see if he's going to be talking some smack during this one. We got Legit playing with his headphones. He's looking sweet. And then we got, of course, Strong Side there. He's getting himself ready. And at the far end, Big Daddy Tsquared. He's got his smile ready. He's looking for a better performance than we saw in that first game, aren't you, T? Yeah, I'll call you out. Anyway, they're going to be coached by Triple X on the east side. Mazik, he's sitting on the west.
I really like this West Coast squad here. When you put 2 members from Triggers Down and 2 members from Instinct, I think they're going to mesh pretty well. Karma, Soviet, Roy, and Fear itself, those are 4 premier players. And like you said, Chris, we're going to see all-stars all night.
All right, well, here we go. It is game 2 of the All-Star Classic. We're kicking this one off. It is going to be Team Slayer on Narrows. And surprisingly, if you look at the West Coast, they don't really have a superstar sniper unless it's this guy, and I think Soviet is going to get the weapon here for Instinct.
You know, you said they don't have superstar slayers, but I will say this. The West Coast, I've noticed each and every one of them are selfless. They'll jump out for each other. I think we're going to see a great amount of teamwork coming out of the West squad. But the East squad, one thing to say about them is all their play styles are very, very unique. You got Gandhi. Wait a second. Gandhi is down there?
Yeah, Gandhi got the A spot.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep going. Legit, obviously, very unique play style. Strong Side, so incredible. And T2, Big Daddy T, he's on Dr. Pepper. I think it's going to be a great matchup.
All right, well, right now we got the sniper in the hands of Soviet and also one in the hands of Karma. He went to the east side, he stole the rifle, and then he hit Strong Side with a no-scope while man-canning across to his side. Meanwhile, Soviet, he's trying to hold down top middle on his own here as Roy is doing some damage on Strong Side.
Well, the West Coast is really holding control here. They have 2 snipers and a rocket. You have to have the East Coast push back here. Some good defense, always a good offense.
Soviet relocating to the back of his base over on man cannon side. Meanwhile, Roy doing damage. Fear itself being taken out by Legit top middle. And now it's 6-6. You got 2 snipers, but you just gave up top control. And here we're checking out as Soviet will not be tricked by Strong Side sneakiness. It is 8-7. Soviet picks up a big kill, but he is going to be taken down. We're going to jump on board with Tsquared from Straight Rippin.
You know, while we were on Soviet's turn, I wanted to get it out there. Do you remember what Soviet did last year in Vegas?
Yeah, he became a national champion.
So in the 1v1, he's the 1v1 2007 national champion. So we said there wasn't much, you know, superstar slayers.
Well, I said sniping, but if you want to extend that to Slayer, you know.
Well, then maybe I should check what I just said, but whatever. Soviet's the 1v1 2007 national champion.
I'm being so mean to him. I don't.
Okay.
All right, right now Tsquared is doing some damage. He's taking down Roy. Roy has the sniper, and now Tsquared getting shot in the back. He's going to turn around. He's going to get some help from Legit or not, as Fear itself picks up the big double kill, clearing out his base. 13-12. East with a 1-kill lead here.
And I was surprised that Fear itself was a man who held the 8th spot. I thought he would be voted real high among everybody else. He's been a great player all season. He's pretty underrated in my eyes. Fear itself has shown up to every tournament, and the tournaments that he's played well, Triggers Down has won. I'm calling him that X factor.
Yeah, you know what? You're exactly right there. I'll agree. When Fear is on top of his game, that is when Triggers Down wins tournaments. He's going to have to stay on top of his game all weekend long if Triggers Down wants to walk home with $100,000. But right now, we're checking out as the East Coast pulls away with a 4-kill lead. We're watching Fear itself from the West Coast. He is now out of sniper ammo, and he's going to try and push up with his battle rifle.
Now, this is the first time the West Coast has got out of their base. We've seen the East Coast constantly charging in. They're playing super aggressive so far. They finally jumped back a little bit, and now the West Coast is pushing up. But you got 2 snipers on the East Coast squad. I guarantee they're going to do some damage right here.
Well, Fear's VR is not working. If you aim for the chest, it's not going to do damage. We're going to go to a guy who is doing damage. He's aiming for the face. It's Gandhi. He's got the sniper rifle.
And Gandhi, a person who's had a rough 2008. He hasn't had that he only had that 1 top 4 finish, hasn't seen it since. had to struggle to get to the 8th spot, but and that's why he's here, because he makes plays like that. He's still a great player. He can compete at a very high level.
You know, Gandhi, I love the kid, but he's a monkey. You know, he came into this season, he was loving life in his senior year of high school, going for no scope there, and he really didn't put in as much practice. He will tell you that straight up. He's like, I just didn't care that much when he was on Carbon. But then Carbon let him go, and that gave him a whole new drive. He started putting in a ton of time, and then at the end of the season, he put together a legend squad with Defy and the rest of the guys on that crew, and they got that 8th spot, and they are now here in Vegas fighting for $100,000. So Gandhi, a sad start to the beginning of the season, but he's finishing strong.
You know, he got let go of Carbon, but he's only sitting 1 seed behind Carbon right now. He's right on their tail, and Carbon has to, that's pretty much a message to Carbon.
All right, well, Gandhi's going to be taken down. Who do you want to jump on board with, D-Mac? It's your first time in the commentary booth, and I'm excited to see who you're picking.
I'm going to have to go with Tsquared. He's one of my favorite players to watch. I think Tsquared.
All right, well, we will go to T2 as soon as Gandhi dies, and Gandhi is going to be taken down. Meanwhile, T2, he's picking up the double kill, and now Pucket Death Finger in effect. No, Tsquared says no.
Big Teddy T, don't die.
All right, now he's done. Oh, we're going to stay on board with him. Give Tommy his time. Right now, Fear leading all players on the West Coast with 8 kills. He's doing some damage. It looks like the West Coast struggling to control the top. It's 40-30 here. East Coast with a 10-kill lead. They only need 10 kills to make this a 2-2 series, East versus West.
And guys, they're not taking this All-Star lightly. They want to win. Each coast wants to win this All-Star Classic. That's what makes it so competitive, so good. That's why we're going to see some great Halo.
And you know, I expected some frostiness, a little bit of silliness in the first couple games, but as we see every single year, when it gets down to the wire, these guys act like $1 million is on the line. Their pride is at stake. They do not want to lose it for their side of America. Right now, T2.
Good old America.
He's doing some damage with that burr. 44-31, East Coast pulling away. They got a sniper in the hands of Legit. Meanwhile, it looks like Tsquared is going to be pushing up with strong side top middle. They're putting the double team on Roy.
That's what Tsquared does so well. That team shooting that he does, put 2 shots on a player and leave, let your teammate clean it up. It's great play.
One thing I've noticed out of T2 is how aggressive he gets. He gets in your face. Yeah, sure, he might run away on the second shot, but he's constantly causing a distraction, as you see right here in the base. It's his job to be the forerunner and to create openings.
And
Once again, look at that.
There it is, and Tsquared is going to end the game, taking out Soviet. Gandhi leading all players for the East Coast. That's right, the last player to be voted onto the team. He's making a big splash, going +9.
And talking to Gandhi, he said he wanted to come out in this All-Star Classic strong and show everybody that he is disgusting at the game.
I played him mad a lot too, dude.
Yeah, you did. Too bad your net sucks.
I know.
So how about that 09 season?
Taking a look at the stats here, Gandhi, big game. I said +9. It's a +8 there. 15-7 with 7 assists. But check out 2 Legit and T2, the boys from straight Rippin, both putting up 13 assists. Nice teamwork out of them. Guys, that is game 2. It is all tied up right now. We're waiting on Gears of War and Rainbow Six. East Coast, West Coast, all tied up. It is the Major League Gaming 2008 All-Star Classic presented by Roadrunner High Speed Online. We will be back with a Rainbow Six Vegas game right after a commercial break.